or something like that. So it changed a lot, and I guess lots of people started being more patriotic. If they were not interested in the country, now they are interested. Now they are proud. Now they go to Europe. They go traveling around the world, and they're proud to say, "I'm Ukrainian." So people started loving their country, and they want to fight for it. Well, actually, what they're doing now.
Thank you.
Okay, I have another question, and it is, what role has Julia Tymoshenko played on the current conflict?
Well, it's kind of a tricky question. I'm not the one who will tell you what role some politics play, because they are all playing big roles. And the thing is that we don't know. Some of them are good, some are bad, but actually in reality, no one knows who is standing behind. And of course, she played something, and like from the very beginning, like a few years ago, when she actually sold out some part of the country. Like she sold out, not sold out like in brackets. She made some horrible agreements which were not good for the country concerning the gas. Like the price was unbelievably high, and she signed out some contracts with. It was connected with the harbor in Crimea. I'm not sure how to call it in English, but she basically sold out that harbor to Russian Federation for next 50 years. So she was in favor, I guess. I don't like her, and lots of people also, they don't like her. And when she comes back from the prison in Maidan, and it was something like that, oh, come on, please, like, we are in trouble, and you again, so go away, something like that. She's not in favor anymore. She's not. And, like, she did lots of bad things for the country, that's what I can say. And what role in the conflict now, I'm not able to say.
Thank you. We have another question in the back.
Okay, so what do you think personally about Putin as a president and as a person?
If you would ask much from my country what I think of Putin, we would say that the whole country hates him. I wasn't interested about him a lot before that, but as far as I know, he is a dictator. And I have a friend, he's originally from Moscow in Russia, and we met in one student organization, European student organization, and I hosted him a few years ago, and he was sitting on my balcony and saying, like 3 or 4 years ago, I don't remember, and saying that they are fighting against him. Like, they are not official organization, but they're trying to fight against him. So, like, back then, some people already knew that he is a kind of dictator and that his power is in the country, actually. So, since that time, like, because of my friend, of course, I have some kind of my own association with that. And as a person, well, I don't usually hate people, but I can say that yes, I just can't stand him. Not neither his face, neither his pictures, nothing, because I know what he's doing to my country, and yes.
Thank you. I have another question. My question is that what are like the most important lessons other countries and governments can take from this conflict?
What are important lessons? Sorry, next.
What important lessons can other countries and governments take from this conflict?
Important lessons. The thing is that the government is for managing the things in the country, and government can never limit anything for people. Yes, they should limit as everything for people, but I mean they shouldn't limit their people's rights. People have their own rights, and the right of the people is to rule the country. Like we are in democratic society, and we have powers. And if people don't like something, they should change it. Like they should ask the government to change it. But sometimes it's not as we want it. So I guess that the lesson is not to wait. I mean, we were waiting for too long. That's why, like, we blew up in the November when everything was like, and when we blew up when it was the last point, last drop. So don't wait, because yes, if you are not satisfied with something, just don't wait. Tell it or
Good, we have another question from Samir.
Hi. Just wondering, like, from an Eastern European or Eastern Europeans perspective, do you think that other countries in Eastern Europe that have a like high Russian ethnicity, like minority, do you think that similar things could happen, like what's happening in Ukraine?
if something, I don't think so. I mean, other countries are not that, I would say, useful. Ukraine is in the middle of everything, like in the middle of Russia between Europe, Russia between Europe and other world. So everything, the whole business, everything that is going through Ukraine, all the business that is going from Russia to Europe or States is going through Ukraine. So that's why it's how to say, not useful. Well, useful, but another word that I can't remember. Whatever, you got me. So I don't think so. If yes, if something can happen, and Putin will try to handle with that, so it just would be the total confirmation that he's sick.
Thank you. We have another question from a lady in the back.
Did Ukraine's reach for Russia and the European Union during Ukraine's revolution affect the liberties of the people in Ukraine?
Ooh, can somebody repeat it, or can you repeat it?
Yes.
She's coming to the front. Regina.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Did Ukraine's reach for Russia and the European Union during Ukraine's revolution affect the liberties and the daily lives of people in Ukraine greatly?
Like your liberties. How has this affected your liberties and freedoms within the country?
Wait, the connection. Hello? Anybody home?
Can somebody go up to the front? Can you not see us?
Okay. Hi guys, you're back.
Okay. So, how has the conflict affected your liberties within Ukraine? Like people's personal liberties and freedoms, have they been affected? This was the question.
In the moment not. But the government, the previous government, which was ruled by the President Yanukovych and other people, they adopted some, actually 16 law that, well, in short, I could be in prison for some years just because I'm telling you about Ukrainian conflict now via Skype. So that was basically what law was in. I couldn't post anything, for example, on Facebook, or I couldn't chat about it. I couldn't tell about. So the law, we didn't have right to do anything. And they adopted this law in January. Well, actually, after that, that's why we had so many deaths on Maidan. So back that time, yes, it affected a lot. But now everything is cancelled, like those laws are abolished, and actually now not. I guess not.
Thank you. We have another question in the middle from Mr. Fiedler.
Thank you.
So, did you ever think that the revolution and overall tension in the area, including the Russian intrusions and assembling in troops near the Ukrainian border, would ever...
You're gonna have to slow down and say less. Okay, let's try again.
Did you ever think that the conflict would ever blow up, like go in an overall war, or would just stay as a threat and just add to the hate against Russia?
No. Now we have it's 20 of September or 21 October. If you would ask me a year ago, 21st of October, I would tell you that no, of course it's not, it's impossible. We were living like country by country. Of course we had some kind of, competitional things like Ukraine and Russia are competitive in in Eurovision, if you know about the contest, or any other contest, we were like, they got less points than we are. So we had something like that, but it was based like, some kind of childish game. Nothing serious, but we would never think that we will have a war or something.
We have an announcement. Hold on a second. The intercom, they're trying to say something. Here we go.
Nane Prada, please come to the secretariat.
Okay, so we have time for one more question before their bell rings and they have to go to their next class. Who wants to go? We have to go girl because
Okay.
girl. Okay, Valentina in the front, she's from Spain.
Hi. No, I just was wondering why, when in 1991 the referendum for Ukraine's independence was about 90% in favor of independency, why is it now that the country is divided in two parts, pro-Russians and Ukrainians?
Well, first of all, lots of people in Eastern Ukraine, their roots are actually Russian. Because lots of Russians were just moved from some parts of Russia to Eastern. Not all of them, of course. Like, everything was okay, and they just wanted to be as independent country. Because Soviet Union was not just Russia. Well, actually, practically it was just Russia, but theoretically lots of countries together, and they wanted to be independent. And, when people are tired with bad living, first of all, bad living, second of all, our mentality is also a little bit, people are lazy. So, if you're not working, you don't have a decent life. If you're not working, not thinking. And people usually complain about the government, but from the very beginning, they should think what they are doing for the country. Like, if they're not working properly, of course, government can do it. So, and now, for example, here come some other people who say, okay, we'll change everything. You will have 3 times bigger salaries. You will have better life. And people are actually believing it and trusting. So I guess that was the reason that it was the same with Crimea, when Russia came and say, oh, okay, we will do everything better. Now some people are regretting actually about the referendum and that they vote for independence and for Russia. Because lots of people are actually moving here to Western Ukraine because they can't live there anymore. And I guess that's the reason. And also they were scared about something. Our government is also a little bit stupid as any other government. So somehow they adopted this law about languages that, for example, any other language than Ukrainian is forbidden, and they adopted it in such an inappropriate time that...
Our bell's ringing, so unfortunately we're gonna have to end it now. But hold on a second.
Okay.
Everybody,
so, actually, as I said, people were tired.
People were tired. Unfortunately, we have no time left today. Maybe we'll be able to arrange something in the future. Thanks for coming on. Let her say her final piece. Say thank you in Ukrainian so they can hear it, please.
Дякую.
All right.
Gracias.
Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.